Hey Hero fans, this is Todd. So today we're going to talk about the Mighty Spector. I know I've had videos on the Mighty Spector before, but today is different. Today is different, I tell you. And let me explain why, and you will see how cool today's video really is. So when we got the Mighty Spector, he was made by Scott Knightlick, and people made fun of him saying it was just basically a Marvel character like Deadpool or something else. But for me, with the big old spade on his chest, it just reminded me of some kind of card guy. And then, of course, if this is a spade, then his eyes look like diamonds. And it's just bugged me and bugged me and bugged me. Now, I know he likes the spade symbol. So, Scott, if you're watching, the figure's not bad. The only thing I don't like is the spade symbol and the way it was done. So, I went ahead and took one of the Grayskull rings that came with either Triclops or trap jar, I forget which one it came with. And I cut the back off and drilled a hole, and I made it so it just fit right on there like that. Dun, ta-da! And it glows in the dark and everything else. Glow in the dark. And I liked the idea, but it just looked lame. Lame. So then I went and designed this cool little piece here, which is based off of this same thing there. And I tried putting glow-in-the-dark paint on it and everything else. It just would not glow very well. And basically you just take and you'd stuff it into his chest and have that cool little emblem. Well, since that time, I have perfected it. And check out this cool little piece that I have made. And it's got a shiny ring around it. And it's actually printed in multicolor. So I actually used the gold, the glow-in-the-dark, and the black plastic to make this work. And then you just take and you just stick it in the armor, just like so, and then press it on in. And then you have your cool piece in there. Now, in order to make one, it was going to take a whole lot of plastic. And I was like, man, that really stinks. But if you make a bunch, then it doesn't take as much plastic because when it does the scrap, it doesn't actually scrap as much for a whole bunch of these. So I have 20 of these up for sale. Right now in eBay, a link in the description. I'm charging $12 a piece because they are so cool. I wasn't going to charge more at first. I thought, $12 is pretty good. And it does just so much add so much more to your figure. I mean, look at the difference between these two. I mean, it's just funny because, sorry, Scott, but he just looks lame that way. But adding this chunk on there, now it looks like his armor actually does something. Because he's supposed to be able to travel through time or whatever else he's supposed to do. When it's just a flat little piece, it just doesn't have the same coolness to it. And I am just loving the way this came out. So much better than this big old clunky thing that I was doing at first. So let's go ahead and kill the lights and see how it looks with its cool glow in the dark. Okay, I've turned off most of the lights. Let me turn off this last light here. And I have one light over to the side just to kind of so you can still see the figure. We're just going to go ahead and kind of turn him a little bit to give it that kind of ambient look. Then I have my black light here. And let's just hit this thing. And dun-da-da! How cool is that? I am loving it. And yes, I made this for myself. But like I said, I have 20 of them up for sale right now on eBay if you want to have a cool little piece to add to your Spector armor and have that glow in the dark look to it. And what's so cool about it is in the light, the skull is white. It only glows green when you hit it with the black light or some other light. So here's what the piece looks like out of the chest for those that showed up a little later. So there it is. It's got the gold, and you can see the back where the black is. It's kind of funny. And it's so cool because it's actually made in different color plastics as opposed to being painted. So this actually is black plastic, that gold plastic, as you can see, and then, of course, glow-in-the-dark plastic. So you don't throw out paint scraping off or anything else. They may require a little bit of cleanup when you get it. I had to take a little pin and kind of clean out a little bit of spots in the mouth, but so much better than my painted one. Ooh, bumping the camera. See, here is the painted one, and here is the new one. And the painted one, I actually made the holes go all the way through. You can see the poster putty on the back that I have on there. And there you go. Now, for mine, I did put just a little bit of poster putty on it just to hold it in place. So it takes a little bit to pull it out. There it is. But you can use super glue if you can keep it permanent, or if you want to have it removable, you can do that too. It does press in. So if you take and you just press it in, as long as you don't smack the figure or knock it off the shelf, it should stay in there without the poster putty. I made it so it's the same size as the hole. But again, I would not trust this to stay in there forever. But it does make it really easy for it to pop back out later though. Anyway, I think it is so cool. Let's go and take a look at that glowing action one more time. Glow, Spector, glow. And now I think he's a pretty cool looking figure. Now we have the Power of Grayskull symbol on his chest. And much, much cooler. And again, if you want to go back to the original Scott Knightlick, look, whew, that's hard to say fast. You can just pop that little piece out, and then you have the normal look like he's always had. So there you go. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about it. And again, if you want to buy one, they are $12 a piece. And if you buy two, then I will reimburse your shipping for one of them. So if you're like, hey, I want two of those. The shipping is kind of high right now. I'm not sure what's caused the shipping price to go up so high and everything, but I totally get it. If you want to get more than one, just let me know and I'll reimburse your shipping for all of the other ones. And if you are out of the country, let me know ahead of time if you want to buy multiples, and I'll set up an auction just for you with multiples so you're not paying all these crazy fees. But man, I am so loving that. That is what I kind of envisioned for so long. Now, it took me many years to finally get this just right. And now that I have that multicolor printer, oh man, the sky is the limit. I'm going to make some really cool things now. And just so cool to mix glow in the dark with regular plastic. That is so cool. Way better than this big giant. I'm going to put this big giant one on the other one. Let's stick this on his chest here. You know what? I could put it over this one. It's even funnier. There we go. This is the one I made it for originally. I could open it up and have the little one inside. Looks kind of weird. All right, let's pull that off. Stay in there. All right. So, there you go. Hopefully you guys like it, and that is about it. And like they say in the 1987 movie, good journey. Good journey. Aww. So crazy. I just cannot believe just something so simple as that can just totally transform this figure. I don't know why that spade was bugging me so much. It just looks like it's incomplete or unfinished. I mean, that looks so much better with that chunk on there. And it's cool too because they originally made this thing sunk in. It's so easy just to add something to it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. My eyes. My eyes. Ah. Man. I am just digging that. And it matches the shiny gold on the armor too. I know my wife always says I shouldn't groove on my own stuff, but I am definitely loving this. The Mighty Spector with the glow in the dark Grayskull front. All right, if you guys, links in the description, click the link to get your own, and I will see you next video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.
If you found enjoyment, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do it!